So we fixed the window. Today we're going to prep the car.
The primer.
But wait, what's this? And after the primer, we'll reveal the color and we're gonna show it to you. But before all of that, we gotta start at the beginning. We've washed the car because we want to see like which parts we still have to fix. And we start by finding all the small dents, filling them up with body filler and sanding it smooth. We still have to remove some stuff from the car. Front lip, then you can see we already did a lot of sanding here and there, but everything needs to be sanded. So I removed the hardtop. So if you see this is dirt. We can't have that. We should not have this on the paint. So I'm gonna use the wire brush, clean it up. If we don't do this properly, the paint is not gonna stick. We also have to remove all these seals. This one was already old anyway. And these seals on the side, because you don't want to get paint on them. And also getting the front lid off because we need to primer the underside of the bumper. Oh, let's go. So we moved the car outside, so we're getting it ready, and hopefully at the end of the day it will be fully primed. Time to get some cleaning going. Then sand it a little bit down for the primer so it sticks better. So we need to sand the paint layers to roughen up the surface and give the primer something to grip. Skipping this step is like trying to stick a post-it to a wet window. It just won't hold. It's necessary for a good paint job. And also removing all these parts so we can paint under it. We've sanded most of the car now. Will be still like a couple of small fixes. Then next up we're gonna add the primer. The thing about this car though is that you can see it has like all different colors imaginable. This was already the case when I bought it. This car really seems to have a history. We don't know what happened to it, but we will continue rescuing this Miata. If this doesn't deserve a subscribe and a like, I don't know what is. We sanded the whole car. Now it's time to clean it up. So we wipe off the car with a simple wet towel, as we don't want all this dust coming inside, but we will primer the car. We put the car inside now. We're masking it off, prepping it, even more prep. Masking it, oh so beautiful. We need to mask these things off because we don't want the primer to go everywhere, but at the same time it's also masking things off so the dust doesn't come out and get on the primer, because you don't want that, that doesn't look really good. And using these plastic sheets really help to cover big parts, like the engine bay, the wheel wells, and we put the masking tape from the inside out so we can stick on the plastic from the outside. Sometimes you might forget something. We have a small problem. The lights are still up, but everything is completely closed already. Okay, so we're just going to cut a hole. Yes! So with that job done, last things to do were rear lights, license plate things like that, exhaust. We've done that. Car's working on the primer. Ooh. Car already has experience with painting cars a little bit. He learned it himself, but is he really good? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. This is just primer, so it shouldn't be too scary. The final step is a degreaser to get rid of all the grease. Yeah. And then it should be ready to be painted. This is to remove any oils, dirt or residue from the surface. Even the smallest amount of grease can cause the primer or paint to peel or bubble later. Man, painting seems so sensitive. What we're doing here?
Mixing the primer.
We're getting really close now and I'm actually getting very excited. What will the car look like when it's fully primed? But will it ever go as we plan it? But wait, what's this? It seems there's something wrong. That's the phone. It's leaking. Oh no! Car is looking a little bit stressed. That is not a good sign. Oh no, primer leaking, not good. So, what if it doesn't work? Tomorrow. Well, I guess this is take 2 and hopefully it works. And yes, it seems the problem is fixed. Hopefully it does not come back. Okay, this is looking good. Let's just enjoy the process. And now it's also time for me to get my first experience painting. So Ka is explaining to me how to do it, to move from right to left, the distance that I need. Yeah, and me just trying what the gun does, getting a feel of it. Let's just go. But let's be real, my first attempt looks like I'm frosting a cake blindfolded. I'm not using my wrist, my distance is a little bit too far, and I need more overlap. You can almost hear Ka's patience thinning as he politely says, "Here, let me show you again." And eventually, he takes over. And honestly, it's like watching a pro chef take the spatula from a kid playing with batter. But hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Okay, this is for the second layer. The car already looks so much better. And this primer is a build primer. It's thicker, which allows us to sand it even more. It will give a much smoother finish for the paint. It's fully sprayed with primer. Good job. Color reveal. Woo. The thing is, with this we can also see like a little bit more of what we still need to do. We still need to sand this down, but it's a good base. It looks a lot better than what it was. So we have to let everything dry, put all the stuff back again because we have to drive it back home. I'm happy with the result. I'm happy with how far we got already with the car. But there's still plenty of things to do. Even with the primer on, we still have a couple of things that we want to fix, that we see, that we already knew, that we still have to fix. But having the car in primer means that the car is protected properly, so it doesn't keep rusting or rusting again, and we don't have to put like the cheap primer on it. So with the proper primer on it, we still have work to do, but it's a good step in the right direction. Yes. The primer is dry. We're gonna get all this shit off. And we have to rebuild the car. Okay, let's do it.
You need to pull away from the paint to prevent the paint from Okay.
So with the primer on, we're getting a lot closer to painting the car. We've chosen a very unique color and we're gonna show it to you now. This is the moment of truth, and actually I've not even seen the color myself. It's black!
Hey.
Well, not really.
Whoa.
And it's Porsche Oak Green. What do you think of this color and what will it look like on the car? Let me know in the comments.
I like it.
And guys, if you like what we're doing, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more content. Let's take a closer look to what it looks like. And we got something new.